Abusia for me channel me sanso mo akwa by my channel so ha eda so aye bear media GH abusia ene eyade NDC communicators yes aba bonten e de some expose bi e de aba che se efa eye former finance minister Ofori Atta na abusia omo sanso e de message e de ama eye the minority and so Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ene eye Samira Bawumia ye former eye vice president Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ene eye ye former second lady Samira Bawumia abusia omo the message amomo yentie just a messenger the NDC communicators to me e dey ama MPP for Emirates say ha e da so aye be media je chapso be so say obe subscribe dey my YouTube channel obo notification bell no so for more podcast updates aha e da so aye be media GH
MPP for your sremo so for your tentimi magana now ntumi manage na court adakem no me kire say nyoma na kwadru e dey abonu nti a wono afil say wanye ni ya wadwane no ontimi meyi na no a MPP for ya mon kama no ntu
if by 2057 or 2058 na Bawumia jere like ukrapoma kura no abe first lady me imagine like how
first lady don't to me that.
No, like something you can imagine about
first lady don't to me say 2028 to omo be lose.
We said 2058 you know me
2028 to omo lose I mean sure say MPP be Sunday Bawumia.
Na Bawumia ko say.
What I say no akọ 2. What I say but
2028 no akọ
no akọ 2 say ordinary na
ambassador naba
omo fa na mo ntwa na I don't know na nipa o omo fa na ma me taking on number 1 every damai
great
me kasa every damai number 1 em say amambofo bi na e kasa fa ho na omo issue say engineers and planners are winning this bidding what you say we anye so no what the nature na say enye so sir okọ bidding ene ye hwe ne capacity ene ne nyoma a we present ye no wo de win ye but there's this boy Suarez yeah no definition be ma MPP for minim say what tie da wo say MPP for ya pay for what you say MPP for ye nkrase for omo ye wudi for minim say one who can one of the shows be a boy was say within Krasini Beifo MPP ni. Wow, that is the true definition of MPP.
But I'm from Cabbage.
What you say? Say nye beye any beye na ye MPP for no mu bia. Me kan no mu bia because here on afofo will be omo ye.
MPP for ni bi
some of them acknowledge say Ibrahim is the best person to handle this. Very few of them but dodo na ewo na omo ya beifo no the power fear womo de womo pe no they will prefer say ye den kade we be ma bia China ni ana say India ni no abeye na bia bibi no benya no de koniku senya beisem na yema Ibrahim Mahama and engineers and planners here dia the people will think and they will make it look like or we need because ne papa ye ne brother ye president. But Ibrahim or Ibrahim, President Kufuor time no Ibrahim
2004.
President Kufuor time.
Yes.
And Ibrahim, Ibrahim. Nani we have JM no me president. They were Obeka se me bua no fa meto.
It's true.
What you say? Ibrahim our sister ni mo ye numa kese time no oti Odo River no money ade for free. Obi yare wo Ghana ha na ni tu ya na obi ya na busuafo Ibrahim Mahama boboa yen. When an isibetu a Ibrahim Mahama beboaye ya no omo se anka ya no onyi fasika we he no de ayesa ne oma no etisi a wo de contract no obetumi aye currently he is the only person who is fit and capable of handling this mine project na so wa winning award na wa amfa so na wa mo na ekasa se wonye beifo a wo ye den
we matumfo
ebi o matumfo me das enti media me bo engineers and planners abaso
great
minim his excellency adwumadi a odi e de amagana his excellency second coming waye na adwin so mpe efin nkekaye ho bia ye den e wo na amamu na minim say ye evident nso wa ma bibi biara ekoso wo Ghana na nsen road finance a big push contract and corporate consensus wa no affair road minister will say respond MPP for your TB wo muda ye hu bi wo muda enti me de me can't share Ghana for nyina say ye mose na yende nyankopon asese anye bia no nipa wo winning sa contract no wo ye obi a ne yemu ye onye greedy ye wo krom ha MPP for wa de contract akese me ma wo mo ho what say obi tie ne ya ma MPP ni bia ba bonten say mafa eka wei ese me hwe nipa kro de na kwabuchi akoye ne yie da what be da wo MPP abam wo mu ebe si ne what be da Ibrahim from opposition obi ani to ye no enyo Ibrahim na hwe nipa kro ye nti kro ma ne ma Ibrahim aye no such a person
so adoma won wani kra issue he's done
so much
yeah.
What you say
and before crack wajiska kwa
MPP for kra mo yale amo ne ho na mo ko mo president kra yale no no na hwe no enti such a person wonya contractor wono na betumi anso aye. And let me remind your listeners, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, as part of the reset agenda, or shall say, obey empower local businesses. Local businesses. In as much as he is equally interested in foreign investors, he is also very much interested in empowering local businesses. And Ibrahim Mahama, were Chinese,
David,
were Indian.
David.
Wanya Ghana ni.
Ghana.
Into a winning contract we are. A bon one answer pro. And can FMA be dear to home. And I can FMA Gabi.
Interesting.
Me the best ho.
Now, before the basic no.
Me twas who?
Yes.
Oh, my topic.
This engineers and planners. So, one on a technical, technical advice, and do a machine in maps are also good fields. I'm gonna know Jamomo. And he said, I do manacas and engineers and planners needed that. And then I just say, see, I don't take over and move to me. I didn't just want to me. Now, when my dear Bako cry me ball my basso. Say, Obia and Lusune Juma because there's change of leadership. Yeah, that's great.
Say, MPP ni ne nya aside Juma we say at this time, and I can DC for near your position. And they will make sure, say, one should single out people that they suspect. So I'm here NDC for no much more you woman in 80. But one who send Ibrahim Mahama na yemu ye etie. Was say one man will nipa ba akokra nya day enkofi. Now say if you have such a person in your country as a citizen, and yet proud necessary ye born abaso. Na enuma say no kwa yesesa ni nyina de ma no. Time no de ni sika ne machine say eti odo river mu. And necessarily that pa etua millions of dollars and not oda bi so no. Na omo wa hi. Enti engineers and planners are same way there. Me if it is left to me alone, can you topic for discussion? And yet topic for discussion. Cry. What justify inclusion? All these years. What justify say Juma kesiye bia engineering, construction bia engineers and planners. They can do.
The same person.
They've done it.
Jet ama for air ambulance.
What you say?
What again?
The same person Juma as a mato jet. Was a jet no na MPP for enkrofobia omo drink it and kitty so omo minority you no more what the year politics. President Akoto plane. Na Ibrahim want to plane and son wabeto plane. Best to plane. Mestre, we need topic for discussion. We should not waste our time on this. Ghana for say Ghana for is so discerning say some of these things what the year propaganda cry into woma komaso because woman nim say anye bia no sa assembly to obi a obetimi adwane akọ Ibrahim Mahama ho ama obetie no nso obeboa or lifting for the kwabriche kohwe omo da MPP mu obi nkyere me nipa ba ko a watimi aye bibi say in the name of humanity obi yare ne ho nso na fasika me de na kwabrochire ese ye nkohwe no kyere me ba ko wo MPP mu ebi asida enti medie mebo na baso na mesre nyankopon adom ese omo Ibrahim ne engineers and planners ho ban na omo execute sa project we ema atamfo emfere omo ani enwu na omo sisi wo mo trase na mebo mpa bia nya metie me mahinka me utie me
Ethiopia
wonya mahinka me o
Ethiopia
na so jima wo ho
enya me kra na magiama
wa jiama ho dodo
say o say Gideon na money etu.
Me ba cho. Ken Ofori Atta. Ye yi ni din ICE detention center.
Yes.
Na say omo de ko he. otimi seek asylum
don't me
eye nimguase
asylum dem you show some
unma de
27th number si akọ
unma de ba ko eye ferie aya na time say me hwe TV programs na me hu say people like Miracle Aboaje mo ne afenyo market mo ne ade kasa ya na ye me nwanwa say nipa bi mfere ade what you say if not for anything at all at least they should get some respect be kakran farmer Ghana for say Ghana for you descend first this is historical first finance minister ran away
historic very
Ghana's first finance minister seeking asylum after omulusu power asem we be see we he what she has said recently ya hwe no wo hia na wo no nko an nam no kuta ne note ne diary setepe wo hia na
last time I'm share na UPSA President Mahama koye program refi date no
me see most of times no akwa na drive up pie me hia na wo no nko na ote ne kem a wo drive up pie
no be abone wanya o man ne bone
setepe ono see a finance minister
yeah
NDC we've had several finance ministers they are all here MPP na wo mo say wo ma ye adwuma unprecedented enne mo finance minister the very day o mo lose power that night na no bu ni ketem
okay
ena puwa so fa Ghana so fa Togo wo binim away bus ororo ne mpaboa na we nyina twem a MPP for nsam fere ade because 2028 elections wo mo buy na say me hu say omo page bi obi atro ho say oh they can't wait to see by now ko check insults power comment section now one he commented catch obi bu say where is Ofori Atta and sasem ne nko no e declare party ebe win 2028 the NDC will retain power very simple what you say MPP before you say thing bring Ofori Atta back what you say because you can't governance abai beba o abai beko ye beto abebe yi obia ni nyina ye finances the oba be hwe abeto to Ghana sika ama Ghana se ye ho beto ye se ye ho be kire ye se de Akufo Addo ma ye ho kire ye na Ofori Atta for the first time in history now we share white we start every statement with a Bible quotation portraying yourself as holy more than the holy. Now we call opposition. When na America to me my year handcuff Ghana Ghana's finance minister.
The FRO.
E go Ghana wa mind any say.
FRO pa.
E go ye ni say. E dey signal na what share wo abroche. We feel say America police officer be ko handle na. You be catch so oh he was the Ghana's former minister immediate past finance. E dey asem na wo turn be na wo turn Ghana.
Almost on come Monica cries.
What you say? MPP for your sremo. So for your tent to me Ghana. Now to me manage na court adakem. No me say new man na kwa do e dia bonu nti a wono feel say wan ye ni ya wadwane no. Ontimi me yi na no a MPP for ya mon kama no ntu. Na munyai said ya na mudi Ghana for hu fe na ase ohwa na obi abeka bibi atum monipa na mode no abubu man na mo so mabu man na bi nsi da no sa nipa no kra wadwane ene yenim guase ma Ghana na MPP for the egu wo mo hu fin egu wo mo ni ase I expect them to shut up. I expect them to shut up too. I'm telling you. And at times when they talk, I'm like, into kofe omunishem kakra kete. Because next year's 2028 election, yaba koi. Since anyoma we nyina, it will come to play.
Of course, ever can't.
And they play major role. Me there, sa Ofori Atta asem no one egumani mu ase Ghanaian. Because I would do baby no be busa say, oh, your finance minister no has been detained by ICE. Oh, you're Ghana near dear Nabeka. How are you going to defend it? Obia Pamano. Obia Pamano.
No consular assistance cross on.
onim boni a wadi say ho kra wonye say
I reject Ghana.
what you say just woni Ghana wie bibia menye sure so Ofori Atta obeba Ghana bi boni be na wadi Ghana na wonim say wodi Ghana boni na wie a wakotena America no afa ho adi nyankopon Americans o I'm telling you nyankopon o Americans so pa o baby na obewia boni obewia Ghana sika na de atoto adan na de agu account na account ma ye pafu na afa obewie esuntimi ni fufuo untimi ni banku ni tilapia a cheke ni ade na what America now that sells finance minister MPP for mo amujejireje say ye na free ho still on the case na ye pending pending or be reappear e wo court
be reappear
what you say now all appear no reappear ni nyina no embarrassment for them Binya bema
doc
ade ba kwa ye me de na nsan mo nwa kakra by the figure no say Ghana's economy grows by 7.5% in January. It's huge. To even do 3.5% growth. What's Ghana's economy? Media from the trade point of view.
7.5. Oh.
What ye? Me think I may expect to be 9. Ah, boy Juma.
Juma the NDC boy.
NDC boy Juma.
But 7.5 is heavy.
It's heavy.
Yeah.
But looking at how things are being managed, fiscal discipline, and how all the sectors, especially trade, how investors are trooping in, especially how employment, what I say now, say, many of them they bought His Excellency John Dramani Mahama on in a pound for Abaso na me bompa ye se Nyankopon enkoso anka ne ho na nakoma pa odi bu oman samri no onkoso ambu ne ye se ya na enmunyam hye no enka ye nyina amen menua be ma doc MPP for se ne me ka ye no me se ya no mo any shame okay now they are talking about anti-LGBTQ bill ade no man pass ansa no mo afia ben Sir, topic we started one time. Oh, such a crap. Now, see one pass because we no money diagro. Say what
the last case man call court near the.
What I say what bring cry. So no. Why a lesbian? It's not in another neck. No money that playing money and there. Maybe for her sake, Nanado decided not to sign the bill.
Oh, sir.
Oh, now say what bring America?
No, can you no credit to say. O can say be for her sake na make us o sir.
Me say bia. What I say? Me can say no nti o. Me say bia because ya na e can say penit na fie e man kwalare na nka na ye kan na nka we fo a wo ka ho bi. Na panimu a ye nimu say we president a wonim say Ghana de. Sa anyoma ni nyina is against our culture. Yeah. And for morality sake, and say nka wo kra wa associate on with people like that. Na wutimi ne no public spaces. And then it's not play mu and mamu pictures about until we invite no near the adin account there. If you have such a person as your girlfriend or as even a friend, how can you sign a bill against her? What you say? And His Excellency, any NDC abai. Okay. From opposition, we spoke against it. And we are still speaking against LGBTQ. Okay. His Excellency call American and saying, Tenanko Kwaji honorary degree. Doctorate degree. Yeah. And yeah, no man farmer. Because we see be on the side. A day be on MPP for sure one ho. Person on day. Onche o my LGBTQ for no to show muti.
That be crap is say na MPP for no answer.
That is the question I'm able to
Sam George mo ye adwuma du akiri kra ma.
Accord ni mo akama
president.
And I'm able to say. And then one sign at that time. And now they are making it look as if they are completely against LGBTQ. But meanwhile, a nipa from the opposition or cassette aye, His Excellency ni NDC abai. And na ye waban so obi anim, ye waban mu. Wakwa jina America aban mu, memu. Agina wa ka say. Mo ba anamyo, I don't care. Be ni betu me table so pe. Mesan. It's dear pan na mamofo MPP for hwehwe fi jo mama ho His Excellency omo hwe se ankobeti omo eye gay for nyina akọ Independence Square no align ni omo app no twetwe omo ti no omo hu se waye hu bibia na That is not possible. Ghana is a democratic country, so he can't do that. Yebe Jaim Nana, Amana take his own course. Ebe pushi anafa courses ni mu nyina protocols ni mu nyina be drew ni table so what he will sign, and I believe and I know that His Excellency John Mahama will sign the LGBTQ bill when he gets to his table.
Right.
And the best MPP for munya sa mu hypocrites a life na mu lead you know now as micro minority there be ameka you see here constructive criticisms from you. Mo ma ye ntua mo ka parliament na mo metna ho na say there be you just want to be heard. For instance, now say I am call Ibaya
France.
No, you and Ibaya ye healing.
Okay.
What Afenyo Markins comment on the buy? President Kufokra Yansanfo or applaud JM. But as micro minority leader, just to be heard into, he spoke against it. And this is exactly what they are doing. Efa da my home, esanfa LGBTQ home. And to say if they think say now it was so much, they were so much for it. And then woman sign no time and no more power.
So Ghana for here.
Ghana for your share woman na.
Na me say
What you say?
Ghana for here.
Enti ye best woman. Omo enyai omo concert no. Na cantata sema omo ye no ho no. Na ye njai His Excellency. Na omo oman no senior wabu na ma growth aba 7.5%. Yes, yeah, expect say by next year 2027 January no. You be hitting 9 na. Yeah, sure no. Medima sembe wie you know you sign as part of the topics no. Ghana to lose 18.15 billion in revenue by 2027 from abolishing COVID-19 levy. Say e-levy no. Ye nyina aye kan ho asem. What you say no enya say bia a source of revenue generation tinana. Emma opposition that an opposition. Internet a source of revenue generation na ban out so a MPP4 ebe nya de aye o man ni ye e na ye no bi na yetia. There be from Bawomia's mouth at that time head of economic management team and then vice president of Ghana. I won one kasa wo hwe one Kwamse Fakan interview bi oye. Was say e-levy there. Momo, we don't have to tax Momo. Now we share Momo transactions na ekoso na usually involve the less privileged people, the vulnerable people. What you say? Enti Baumia at that time mpo can say, my yen tax e-levy. Na fair ban say na MPP for be tax e-levy. Be tax e-levy because they just wanted more money to create loot and share for themselves. So we when opportunity to rule this country. As I say, we focus will be our interest should be on your people.
1 month for.
1 month for. Say, implementing policy bia. You think about the policy. Say, how is it going to affect the real Ghanaians?
That's right.
What did they mention? I say, in our own small way. Say, oh share. Say, you did the new man. Before we be implementing policy bia. Definitely, and you'll be an day. But you look at the masses. And here for ne woman no, so policy we me implement here. How is it going to affect them? And as that time opposition leader Baumia, and I come say fa can busa no taxing Momo.
That's right.
Also no, we should not tax Momo. And Yakoba ne say na fe one na yire Samira Baumia kutwa e-levy cake, jubilating over e-levy cake. Steke ya nkasa ene credit Japan lusu ama na yire free Ghana. Steka asa wo sa wo e-levy ho. Any senior almost celebrate here because they've implemented a policy Eba Ghana and here for what woman. And no na His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Etna se can say time about me can say ma yen taxi Momo no one in the year journey. Na sao adwena no one in the year no. And yet that time on one in the year journey and any ochna so can home. Say ye taxi Momo a year. And here for maybe can say here for the Anna will be a winner here. You can say less privileged and now they're vulnerable for no. And now because we Momo transaction usually oh my shortest car come my Momo kakane doso.
Yeah.
Enti wo shebo and as aboshe no in as much as wa share sabo no amount involved no once is going to relieve Ghanaians from hardship no. We have to do it. We have to do it because saa sika na yeyi no ebe ma Ghana for ho atowo mo ade enyansa na ewo mu say wo be implement policy na de ahokyere be ba wo ma so a wodi wo nyansa bi anim what you say nyansa bi anim enti do be Lucy revenue kakra wa ha no but I know said there are several ways His Excellency any na buy papa no the investors as a trade agency because the more investors you get in your country, you know, it created revenue in several ways. So once they recruit, they pay taxes and all that. Then you know your revenue generation. Intermediate me boy His Excellency or na buy ambasso. Say what journey ye only be for ne ho. Say momo no ye tax no and yet or near to that time no na enen so onyin tum na ochena so onyin tum obeyi na SSC abonabas because most of times there are times ubeko opposition na wo campaigner maybe out of desperation say about me we hear about me kasa we kasa be ya also obakra or the Ghana for Christopher so beko Israel no the nkamofo so bebre akọ meka meanwhile wo time kra na wo te so a wo ye kramoni mpo no e na ye toto meka mu a ebinsi da no historic what you say but from opposition no ya na adwene intensity so emma no pressure ho into e wadwen say can the Ghana for beto amount be me dan yankopon say ne Ghana for adwene ekwatiri
president Hamon no nya Muslim obaye na hajj fair
abaso abafom
and Sunday additional holiday
as a camp
Islam
e de ama wo mo ho wo ba wo mia you had the opportunity to do that
wo ye Muslim wanye
one to me anye the time na yesan unprecedented the number of enkofa a call hajj so say him because they couldn't manage the system and a cost and so double ye into obi to me anko nipa to 90 me anko hajj but this time around being led and ruled by a Christian no share the number of hajj for a nipa call hajj enti from opposition no enkofa timi shebo but oba power onto me implement it no matter how difficult it is because revenue generation and we here NDC advice say do you know why conference and MPP for or moving in some opa all the sectors na koheka they made sure they knew they were losing power so they made sure say ombe empty all coffers mu asana mako
na sa ensem di dru ha no na makai Dr. Yenen
what you say
eno no so no minim say opposition no ebe how but edru ha no mu a
don't worry we asema wo be ken makantro
what catch me
what you say yeah me person me can say MPP for kono de ka eto achire enti MPP NDC abanya yaba samri
Dr. Mary
yeah big push adwuma
fantastic
na yama and free SHS for every nkosue di mo papa ye de manipa di na ye bie enuma any ade no ye hia sika
that's right
as His Excellency say with all these concerns ni nyina say ye be momo ilevie free so ama the less privileged people now omo use momo pa na ho atowo mo no he's still going to implement it I think say ohia say ye bona paso and metna fidie so abona baso na media mefua so poki 5 say onyi free so na ye bre
right
enya de papa say ne ba umia kan at that time I was share as economic head man risk it no man fans I mean about me baby I will be
sometimes if by 2057 or 2058 na ba me like ukrapoma kura no abe first lady me imagine like how
first lady don't to me that
no like something you can imagine
first lady don't to me say 2028 omo be lose
me say 2058 you know me
2028 omo lose so I mean sure say MPP be Sunday ba
na ba me akose
what I say no akọ 2 what I say but
2020 no akọ
no akọ 2 say odi na na
ba
omo fa na mo ntfa na I don't know na nipa o omo fa na ma ada time omo na
for the third time oh ada ugu MPP
yeah na po na me so by that time omo na po be ba what I say omo fa na po mra me support na po be napo utim no utie me kan me kan ho me support me team napo say ba o me ope one pe na no na nkofo bi di nkomo bi me de ma so to o sara ba me pe na sesa no
napo ba de some abronya be manager
dabi ye mpene say o me napo ba na untumi so aye chairman na ahwe untumi a wo ye party chairman ene ade na napo ye vice and I know me share video bi say I was say montoma mahamanie akwane krep na kazo minti. Now, I learned something from that video.
Okay.
MPP for Ghana for. So we share video now. What can Muhammad near 3 times?
3 times.
Into China, ni ba na ho so no. And how I say, me kasa Mahmudu ba o me ni emu ntwen ma me nken.
Okay.
Okay, video now.
Ability of intelligence.
Ability of intelligence. What you say? What can Muhammad send the video na man watch. Na fa 2 page na hade. What dey hwe pa. What say? What can Muhammad 3 times? And the time parliamentary candidate need draw attention. And no answer obeka so. Manual form. Na do they are not for me. O say man can ye kra so he can be pardoned. Because ketemane ayi dey ultimate form. What you say? And once Oberfum say no, acknowledge the fact say why a mistake. Say we to fi bi kra no one man ne ti wani so. What you say? Ti wani so. Now what you to say? What you Akroma? Omo tete. What did I mention I say? Now obey some mistake kakraka we. Now obeka say oh bon so more premo ho. Na me kam Mahmudu ba o me ne Mahmudu ne Mahama say. And it wasn't once, it wasn't twice, it was thrice. 3 times.
Where mamu?
Where mamu? And I was saying Mahama near. I felt say hey, Montobobo me be kam Mahmudu ba o me na mo premo ho. Say wo bu nkrofo na gina wani mu na. Wo be yes ade we. Wo mu yen. Anyway, Tim Napo for you, I have one pie on your about me and San Fan. Now, won't to me some la, won't to me, dear, your bed channel. And to a tour, but who's a minion man so Ababa drew her. Exactly. And finally, President Mahama nominates 5 to Ghana's Fiscal Council. His Excellency, Ushe ne Nioma or ye, anyhow, or yen in Nioma. Everything tells you, sir. Why you ready to govern this country? On person obedient any image be our baby. What you say? Sanko for you our point to me. My sure on records. Now nyina will be any a feeling kikaye who be any no. The search and call for eba babeshe Ghana si kasemto to yeswa. Me would jidie wo mumu say. Empo the way our fiscal discipline yet to me a manage Ghana system ama stability abaha. Ama investors a troop in say Ghana's economy is now stable. It's not relatively stable, it's stable. Ye relative nephew was stable. Na enkofo we sa abeka ho abeboa me atoto Ghana's economy no. Minu abema His Excellency me bona basu biem. Ye de mpaibo ebe tai wo mochi. Said ye His Excellency asha ase no omba beka ne ho no omba betoto nyoma said ye be ya bibia be ye pepepe na ede ahoto abre Ghana fo na de animunyam hye ama His Excellency na ebi aka ye nyina mede masem ebe wiye na me san ede akwansere eso aso no mechia etiefo ene ahwefo ena no Easter yi kwawo menim se wode wani fa ho kohwa ade a business forum no say na efekeke clearly you can tell say Ghana's economy no is growing so we share how our investors even local businesses or mobile ye be exhibit or nyoma exhibition centers are never ho and this time no kwawo business forum was huge me bo organizers na baso we share the number of agencies e ba ho be set booth and the number of businessmen na what interest wo mu say kwawo mbeba ho aba be pitching in your manyoma na wutimi hu say you know me the credit man yankopon one of the ama His Excellency wama amemu ayefe wama gidie abagana mu wama Ghana enidaso ene akuafo any SMEs e wo Ghana ha no omo enfili se obi okwa da first na dwen se wo ton adwuma na bia wo gya na adwuma no akotena brocha ene sa ne o mani nyina eswate me ma wadwuma bi hwe time a na MPP wo ho no obekọ embassies especially American embassies na kef Ghana nipa ebu yi na ko na ba na ko na ba nipa ne doso obi epekwan na wadwane but under his excellency John Dramani Mahama administration no ene ukọ embassies kwa unkoto nipa wo ho obekọ na ye 1 2 because obia enya gidie e wo Ghana's economy obia enya gidie se eye John Mahama a second coming amemu we wotena Ghana obedi yie it is something that we NDC ni now ye Ghana ni a se wo pride ho se ne Ghana ya tena se hu se Ghana so wotena ha ebo bra eye yie